Warning: the following contains material that may be too disturbing to some people. Descriptions of violence, mature situations, and adult themes. This is intended for mature audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. We're live.
Welcome, everyone, to another edition of Defiant, the Ironheart Nobles.
Howdy, guys.
We have a... What'd you say, Sam?
I was just saying hi. I was just saying hello.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
We have a lovely game for you today, of course, as we always do. Unfortunately, we are missing one of our intrepid players. Fear not, they are not gone. They simply have a bit of real life work that they must do. So unfortunately, they are suffering with carnival, tied up in the real world, unable to see the truth that lies before them. But no, in truth, we're going to fully begin session 3. We sort of did a little transitory session at the end of it, end of the last one there, and so now we have the actual beginning of episode 1. Now, some people have already done all of their had done their personal affairs, but since we do have a new player in here, they're kind of going to be doing their pilot port challenge. And so, I think we should start with one of the other two here, because we've got two people here who are in sort of subtle areas there. So we'll sort of see how, we'll sort of go through how this court challenge works with either you, Mr. Notariel, or you, Mr. Goldengrove, if that is acceptable.
It's fine with me.
Excellent. So, who would like to go first and sort of read out your answers to your court questions currently?
I volunteer as
can go.
tribute if nobody else wants to go.
All right.
All right, Sam,
You
there
got
you
it,
can
man.
go.
All right. So, first question: what's the main issue you've been dealing with in your court lately? I put that we're trying to get some new info about these new players. Lady and Lord Consort Nocturne. Trying to see if trying to gauge the relationship between them and Lord Magnus Dickwad. And see if maybe we can like ally with them against him if there's any tension there. Or if they're just as snaky. Just two more heads of the Hydra, as we talked about last time. Have you noticed the court's afflictions affecting life in your holding? I mean, our current affliction is minor xenophobia, and it's been affecting us the whole game. I think there's not been a huge major development lately. We've been quashing it, but there's still Tyrion, Muriel, and Celian who have yet to sort of be won over by me. Are you aware of any courtiers causing problems in your court? I don't know of anybody actively working against us or like intentionally causing problems, but I'd say that xenophobia has caused some minor issues. Sure. Have you implemented any new rules or customs? No, I don't think so. Not right now. Is there anyone or anything you're especially interested in right now? I'm kind of interested in seeing how those soldiers that Nocturne stole are faring. Maybe might be important later. If they're still alive or if they're not just being used as cannon fodder or something. And also, of course, interested in learning more about Lady and Lord Consort Nocturne, our new folks on the board. And that's my questions. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
All right. That's good. All right. So what, given that, what skills do you see and traits and stuff do you see coming into play here? First, let's if it sounds like are you still? Oh, you're not. You should have healed it, I believe. So you were no longer browbeaten or distracted.
Uh when did I? Because I think my recovery last session was on my courtiers, not myself.
Yes, but at the end of did you have these?
Yeah, I've
Did you
had
get
the.
them just in that last
No, I've had them for
session,
a couple
or?
sessions. I think I've had those two
Okay.
afflictions for like 2 sessions.
All
I
right.
think.
So at the end of every episode being a
Oh,
full,
okay.
arc thing, you heal. Remember, you can drop one minor condition, and you can reduce another condition.
All right.
Uh,
I'll drop browbeaten. We'll keep
and you can
distracted.
also reduce another condition.
Oh, so I get to drop both of them. Nice. All right.
Yes, you can drop both.
All right. So you were asking about what traits would apply to the court challenge roll?
Yes. So
Uh,
you will still have minor of xenophobic. That's
okay.
one against you. You are productive, so that cancels that out. You have love and support, and now they're also combat trained. So we have love and support and combat trained at 2 that give you a bit of a benefit here.
Okay. So let me just go through my traits lawyering time. Heavenly soldier. I don't know. I don't know if I can't reason how that might apply here. I mean, I'm checking on
Then we're skipping it.
all right. Filled with resolve. Well, a lot of my court questions are themed around the whole xenophobia thing, and I've been trying to resolve that since the
I'll give it
start.
to you.
All right, all right.
All right, moving on.
Serious bearing, very serious, always serious. I am Mr. Serious in dealing with my people. And
All right.
they're, I keep them devoted. Resistant to pain, I don't think applies here. Unmoved by emotions. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of cold and calculated dealing with my folks.
I'll give it to you.
Tough presence. I mean, big old war vet, angel of protection and vengeance. I always exude toughness, right? I'm Mr. Tough Edgy guy. I'm gonna be tough. I'm tough on my people, trying to get rid of that xenophobia.
All right, I'll give it. That's 6.
All right. Ruthless fighting style doesn't apply. Melee weapons doesn't apply. Endurance, strengths. I don't think it really applies here. I can also utilize a facility, right?
If you can explain how that is going to be useful. You can also, of course, afflict one of your courtiers if you can explain how they're useful, and you can use your wife if you think that'll be useful as well.
Why not? Tag in Callista? She's way better at dealing with people than I am, anyways.
She is an unyielding negotiator, so that will put you to 8.
I'll tag in. No, I don't know if I want to tag in a courtier. I don't want to afflict anybody. What was the one that I was using for like holding court? I think it was the looming ramparts. Is that right? Or was it the overlooking parapet? I can't remember which facility it was. The courtyard was for training. Confessionals for one-on-one combos. I think it might be the looming ramparts is the defensive walls. It's the overlooking parapet that I use for court. Could I utilize that to get a bonus on a court challenge?
How would it help?
Well, it's made for holding court. It's gonna be more regal, more traditional. It's probably made acoustically in such a way so that speaking to a large group of people is easier. Um,
And
it's
are these problems that you're facing problems that you're going to fix mainly by speaking to large groups of people?
um, hmm. I mean, that's kind of a fair point because I do need to talk to Tyria, Muriel, and Cellian one on one. Um, but I like to think that in our court, Raniel is pretty matter of fact with everybody and kind of tries to clue everybody in on what's going on and the decisions that are being made, versus like hiding stuff from his own people about like his motivations for making decisions or and things like that. Like it probably wouldn't hurt to clear the air to talk about the soldiers we've lost recently and why we've had to kind of put up with that, um, and stuff too. So I guess so. Uh,
Sure. You can say that you've delivered something from the parapet that puts you to 9.
okay. So now I do a roll, right? I can't remember how to do this. I'm gonna spend a shard.
You cannot spend a shard on this roll.
Oh, okay, okay. Uh, so court challenge.
You got this, Ra.
More than 6. So then that 3 goes up to a 5, right?
Yep.
So that makes it 3 successes.
Indeed. So you have a yep, your court is going well. You are able to manage it. There isn't much going on that you have not necessarily addressed. The court is going fine. Of course, there is uh, only some small little issues that are sort of kicking up with all of this thing here. Namely, that the fact that you lost a bunch of your courtiers has reinforced the idea that others and outsiders cannot be trusted because they are not loyal.
Oh man.
And it is something that is seeping through your court. And unfortunately, um uh it seems like there's someone in your court that is particularly fond of whispering who that this to anyone who will listen.
Is it, wait, is that a which one is that? Is it Virial?
That is Celian,
Cellian. All right.
your subtle
Subtle
instigator.
instigator.
All
Perfect.
right.
Not not I mean in this, unfortunately, because you also have the wife who you've used there. She is the one who is able to inform you that all of this is actually tracing back to Celian, who is talking to the lowborn, and even the lowborn are kind of like, yeah, fuck those people. Like, like they are terrible people.
Yeah. All right. All right. So
Understandable.
well, that's fine. I can I take the opportunity to maybe have a conversation?
You may. Um, I'm going to say, can we swing on back to that in a second? I want to kind of go through other people first, and then we will move on
Sure.
back to you. All right. So,
I am ready, DM, if you are.
sure, I am ready.
Rah, rah. All right, cool. Well, the main issue I've been dealing with in my court lately, training illusionists and also keeping things going with the lack of my wife, and then also trying to track down Brandon's mother and doing Odell's favor on finding her courtiers. A few things going on there. Um, my court affliction is definitely affecting life in my holding. The lack of my wife keeps me a little more busy than normal, running things that normally she would handle. Um, am I aware of any courtiers causing problems in my court? Brandon is being very willful and wants his mom. classic. And then, is there anyone or anything you're especially interested in right now? The Archon of Truth, needing to discuss my espionage ring, and also the new Nocturnes in town. Brandon's mother, and then also making sure that the agent that I sent is in place at Starreach Tower. Yeah.
All right. So how are you planning on dealing with it?
So, is this where I list out my traits?
Yes, please.
Gotcha. Okay, so I would say dealing with all of this stuff, um, I would be using so definitely quick words because I am occupied. I'm trying to move fast. I'm trying to get things done succinctly and with as little words as I need to do. I am a
That
busy
it.
man.
I would say you being occupied and well informed balance each other out. However, you are a little more than occupied at this point. Your wife is missing, so I'm going to take another point away. So you're at 0 currently right now.
Okay, well, that's with quick words added
It
on
is
there.
with quick words. Yes,
All right.
because you got the affliction that she is no longer here. Um,
I will use MO of manipulation. I am trying to get people to do what I need them to do with as little hassle and as little problem as possible. Because, like I said, I am trying to run this court while also getting things handled in an efficient manner. So I'm trying to manipulate people in a way to get them to do what I need to do. Mask is charming. I would say that would help because people are more willing to bend and do as I need to do if they see me as not hostile and not a dick. You know what I mean? Honeyed
mhm.
words do better than you know, uh, the stick, in my opinion. Mastery and manipulation, the same as MO as manipulation. I'm trying to really get people to do what I need to do as I am down a person. I'm really working on. I'm really trying to grease the wheels here. Covert area, I'm doing a lot of fact finding and I'm doing a lot of info gathering. So I'm trying to use my spy network
But
specifically.
that is not a thing that's inside your court necessarily.
It's my spy ring. I have a holding.
Okay, so you're saying you are focusing a lot on that area
I would
there,
say I'm
and
definitely
you're using the
so.
firing to control your own people. How are you doing that? Are you spying on your own
Oh,
people?
I forget. This is for my people. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
um, I would say I'm not using them. I would say this: if anything, I'm using a handful of my spies to keep an eye on them so we don't get kidnapped again without me knowing. That would be the
Then
most I would do.
I would say that that's you using a facility rather than your covert area there.
Okay, that's fair. All right.
So we're going to call that
Then
facility.
we'll go on ahead and mark the facility then.
All right.
I would put down let's see here. Honestly, I'm going to try and argue lightweight very rarely works, but I'm trying to move. I'm moving fast. I'm moving around. I'm doing things all the time. So
I'll give you that.
lightweight. Yep.
You're at 5.
And then I would honestly, illusion would not be a good way to control these people. They know my tricks. Now I'm teaching them. Now I'm teaching them my tricks. I would say when I go down here, I would use, in addition to my spy room, I would also use the stocked bar to get my courtiers to be a little less, what's the word, willful and a little more willing to cooperate.
Sure.
And then also, I would use and of course, I'm already using the spy layer. And then I would also use the acoustic performance stage to have musicians serenade them while they drink and keep them mellow. Keep the entertainment flowing, butter them up real nicely.
So are you going to be you're going to be specifically shutting down that part of the area not for staff, because that is part of a thing that is also a public area. Are you particularly walling that off and saying this is only for my, my courtiers right
Oh,
now and not
well,
for
I just meant that like after hours, I'll let them choose musicians to come in and play for them in their off hours, that kind of thing. This would be
I
like
think that's
after
I'm
hours.
saying that kind of more fits under what you're doing with the stocked bar, like letting them use it after hours and do stuff over there. I think
Okay,
that's
all right, that's fair. That's fair.
kind
Yeah.
of in that. So
Well,
I think we're at 6, I believe.
yep. And then shrewd and greedy, as per usual.
8.
Yep, 8.
All right.
And then let's see. Is there anything else I can? I mean, since I'm using the stocked bar, I'm going to really stretch this for thriving during banquets. We're going to be doing a lot of. I mean, I'm trying to keep my people happy.
I'll give it to you.
So drinks
You
usually come
are.
with food.
Yep. Your drinks usually do come with food, so we'll give you that.
Yes.
Please make a roll.
Okay.
That's 9.
All right. So we got 9. Lovely. Anything else? Nope. Probably not. Nope. Cool. Yep. Awesome. So let me go here. I almost clicked on another link. And where is the thing? There it is. No shard. Court challenge. Boop. And more than 6. Boop. Oh, it's poop.
All right. So, you're not falling apart, but you are. Ooh, you're holding a lot of banquets and feasts, and you've gone a little extravagant here.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
I'm actually going to give your court an affliction from this, based on how all of this stuff is going. Your money is tight. Now,
Give me
you
my
have
wife.
overspent yourself. Yeah, you have overspent yourself because you've kept the bar flowing and you've kept all this stuff there. So the court is holding together, and there's not like a huge problem. This is a minor thing that's going on there, but you are in debt.
Mm-hmm.
At least you've got some minor debts that you're going to need to pay off in order to sort of get this done. That or you can cancel that debt by letting me afflict however many courtiers I think is acceptable.
How many would you afflict?
I'm not telling you. Because what you're going to have to do, the thing is, you're going to have to. You've made them promises, and then you're going to have to say, no, we're not doing these promises anymore. Like, you promised them open drinks, and then if you renege on that, when you start realizing, holy shit, this bar tab, like, maybe not open bar, like, or you can hold on with that and go, everyone will be happy, but I'm going to have to go into debt in order to keep them happy up to this point.
I get a lot of use out of my courtiers. A lot of use out
You
of my
do.
courtiers.
You do.
How would I resolve this otherwise?
Otherwise, it needs to be resolved via an endeavor for you to pay off that debt.
What kind of endeavor would I be looking at for that shit?
We'd have to discuss that.
Jesus, this is awful. This is not good for me. I'm going to. Yeah, I'm going to afflict some of my courtiers for that.
All right. There you go.
Oh, did you do it over here?
I did it,
Jesus
yes.
Christ. All right.
Yep. Sidian, of course, is not happy about this when you cut him off at the bar, Aurelia's not really pleased, and this is like, you're still earlier for Cassian and Calix, so when you promise us something and then take back on it, it's not really there. But like, yeah. And Brendan is still like tipping point of doing it. Monty is just like, I'm not here for drinks. Like, open bar was fine, but I'm your buddy. Like, I'm your dude.
I appreciate that.
But yeah, no, unfortunately you have upset a bunch of your courtiers. uh,
Give me back my
somewhat undoing.
wife.
Yeah, somewhat undoing the things that you were worked on there, which is unfortunate, but that is that is the choice that you have made in this tight situation. Um, uh,
That's all right.
we're gonna go next on to Lady Odell.
So we're having a pretty big issue of everybody scattered. I assume you wanted me to just start reading stuff off.
Yep.
Solid. So our main court issue is the entire court is just kind of scattered with the unrest of the rebellion. We're kind of having some struggling. Some of the group members stayed together. Some are just kind of hopefully trying to lay low. The court afflictions with holding. Our entire court holdings are being occupied by other people at the moment. Something that probably isn't majorly helping is that we have the unpopular consort affliction from Radomir, as he probably had a tarnished reputation before the marriage. Um, Courtiers that are causing issues. I don't necessarily know if any one specific is causing an issues, but there's two that stand out of Creed being MIA, and then Estelle, who is typically a gossip, is also not in the fled party, so we have zero idea what she's doing. There has been a new rule applied, which is to stay low and keep the information live safe until everyone's back together. It is a temporary rule, but it is a pretty big one at the moment. The biggest thing we're looking for is to find safe methods of communication with kind of the court members, um, setting up meetup points, and then most of our meetings are going to be about how to get back into our holding, back into the ambassador seat. What do we need to do to basically prove our innocence?
Sounds good.
Um,
Sounds good.
I got a lot of stuff I want to use with it.
I'm certain you
Um,
do.
the first one is within a theme. Anytime I'm dealing with courtiers and courtier struggles, we get a +1. Since the biggest thing is trying to get everybody to cooperate, I assume that's going to be applicable. I've also got the disciplined emotions. Odell's got to stay real calm. Oh, what's going on?
No, no. You said one, and so I'm counting up
Oh,
one
okay.
on my fingers.
That's
I understand. It looked like it said I said 1 moment. No, it's you said I get an additional +1 for my courtiers, so I put one on the count. I've been
solid.
yeah.
The disciplined emotions, I gotta stay calm and collected. Odell's gotta like be handling, kind of moving everything around. And she needs to just be calm. Because ultimately the big reason this all happened was because she got a little too mad. Um, the trained overseer, I know how to like talk to people and get them to kind of figure their stuff out. I know how to kind of navigate those scenes. And then depending on the self-control, similar to the disciplined emotions, but now it's more of when I'm getting involved, knowing when to say the right things and knowing when to not like overstep in that question.
All right, could you highlight those ones that you've done so far, just with a yellow highlight? Just yep, yeah, it's there.
I gotcha. You're good.
Yeah,
I didn't want to highlight them preemptively because I was like, if he says no, I don't want to want to erase it. Um,
it's fine.
the confident conduct, it is kind of tripling down on it, so I would understand if that's a no, but like she knows how to hold herself and seem reliable.
Give me that.
She's
Now,
going confident.
admittedly, you do have all right. So we are at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, -1 for
Mm-hmm.
unpopular consort, and -3 for your problematic law of everyone
Yep.
getting kind of wasted. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
say that's probably gonna cause you a bunch of problems here while you were, even if you are sort of doing it.
Yeah, that's why I got a lot of these lined up.
Hmm.
Because we also have the acclaimed planner. Normally it's for events and things like that. But she's been out in Fjordwater for a while. She knows how to go about and like hey, this is some real problematic stuff. We need to have a combat plan.
Sure. Yeah, well, you're at 2.
Yep. Elite social circle. She's gonna know who to talk to. She is still friends with the admiral. She is still friends with people in high standing and is able to kind of use that to the advantage.
Yeah. 3.
Um, I did need to ask. I couldn't remember last session. I thought that I utilized Radomir, but I don't remember if that was for a challenge. So is he still unafflicted, or would he be afflicted from last session if he helped?
Radomir never afflicts. Radomir afflicts you with tipsy,
Okay.
which is what you are
That's
right here, and I'm going to take that away. So you're also a little drunk, so you're back at 2. But you can use him. It might increase tipsy, or it might give you another affliction.
At this point, everything is kind of going so like narrow scope. She is just going to utilize, and she like is also going to be just seeking time with Radomir in that comfort. So we are going to utilize.
All right.
I would also like to utilize Severin. Um, Primarily and kind of having him be our sending out guy. He is our main bodyguard. If he goes out and finds any of the courtiers that are still kind of MIA, he is either coming back with an update on where they are or with them in tow. And he does have permission of like if they're doing something that will cause like issues to the court to bring them back. Um, Man, I said it all and I was like, oh yeah, I've got so much going for me. And unfortunately it still doesn't feel like enough.
I know the
It's
feeling.
okay. It's okay. We're coming from the ground up. It just happens and it's gonna be all right. Um can't do that because they're not nearby. I have a feeling that that is pretty much what I'm going to be able to do at this moment in time. Well, I'm going to ask for Rose's help. I'm going to ask for Rose's help in recovery and helping with, because she's our caring aide. I want her to
Right.
be able to kind of go around and be like, hey, we're going to make it. That is, I believe, literally everything that I can use. So I'm calling it.
I believe that's 6 by my count, unless someone else has a different count. We're at -4 down here. We're at -5 because of the tipsy, which has now become drunk. You are majorly drunk at this point.
Yep.
You've been drinking a lot. But you got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up here cancels that out. 6. So that's the 1, 2, 3, 4, and I believe you used 2 of your courtiers for 5, 6. Correct?
Okay. Yes, with that, I am seeing this down in the Leviathan special rules. Whenever I spend a shard before a challenge, my Royal Horde comes out. Does that count for a +1 to the potential?
If you want to, use your royal horn as a trait where you are very visibly dragon, and your draconic
Mm-hmm.
features when you want. You possess 2 dragon features, the royal horns. The second one you're choosing, you can manifest your royal horns and use. Oh yeah, that doesn't even say you need to use a shard to do it. You just do it.
So it says like whenever you spend a shard before a challenge, the Royal Horns. Oh, and the Royal Horns are visible. So both things have to happen to get the +1 is what I'm reading.
Oh, I'm not saying where are you seeing when you spend a thing there?
I'm gonna see if I can highlight it so that you can see it.
It's yeah, so it's in here. Oh, in this field? Whenever you spend a
Yes, the
shard before a
seals.
challenge and your royal horns are visible, you get an additional +1 to your potential. However, for only ones on your dice, you gain the minor effect of beast. So, that would be if you're spending a shard on the challenge and you're using your royal. If you're double dipping on those things, that's what you get an extra benefit in there. Court challenges don't do that, but you have the draconic horns, which I will give you for 7 there.
Okay. That works for me.
Mm-hmm.
Would that be rolling with shard or still no shard?
It's still no shard.
Okay.
Because court challenges do not use shards. I'm fairly certain about that. I could be entirely wrong, in which case, I'm sorry, everybody, for completely messing everything up.
I trust you. Golly.
Ooh.
Not
no.
good.
No. Oh no, not at all. Not at all good.
Oh, jeez.
So, luckily for you, that 1 becomes another a 2. So yeah, so you're Odell, it's not looking good for you. Your court is falling apart. They have had to leave their home. And as nice as it is here on a boat, living that close together on, a ship is not what many of these people signed up for. And unfortunately, through all of this, one thing is sort of made certain, and that is the fact that your husband is the one who made this happen. So I am increasing the court affliction of your unpopular consort to severe.
Does make sense. It's okay. We're gonna shake it off.
Yeah, no. As for the most part, you have spent this time kind of drinking away your sorrows as you have kind of sacrificed a large quantity of your power and prestige here. We'll get back to you on this.
Ranael's is big chilling up there with his 8 and 10 and 3 and shit.
Sorry.
And I'm down here like, please,
No.
sir.
Someone's got to save it.
I'm destitute, sir. Please.
Look,
Send
all
me
right,
money.
we're gonna move on to Becky. So Becky, would you please tell us a little bit about Morgana's court and what they are currently facing?
Sure. So main issue that with in court, I also just learned that my Lucius is the son of Magnus. So that's a concern, I guess. Have you noticed the court's afflictions affecting your life in the holding? So I do have the minor action of discordant, because it's a new court, so it will take some time to get all the courtiers on track. Are you aware of any courtiers columns in your court? No immediate issues as we've arrived.
Yep.
And is there anyone or anything you're especially interested in right now? And that would be my husband and getting a grasp on my courtiers.
Okay. So in this sort of pilot court challenge for you, what sort of traits do you think are useful for you in order to sort of help with where things are going?
Um, I would probably say maybe like trustworthy impression,
All right.
maybe subtle methods and benevolent reputation.
Sure. Yeah. You are suddenly working through
Stretch
the
these
court and you
things.
yeah.
um, I, I don't know if I'm allowed to use a theme special. Oh, that's spend the shard. I don't think I can do that. Never mind.
Oh, what were you trying to do in it for it?
You eavesdrop on any conversation site just
Ah, well,
to
yes.
see what's going on.
Yeah. No, no, no. That's like that would be a thing that's happening in game. If you're in game, you can just go. I'm spending a shard and
Yeah.
eavesdropping on that conversation. Like,
Um. Yeah, I guess that would be it. Just looking
so,
at like that little traits section.
all right. So yeah, you got 3 there. You do have high hopes and playing it safe, which are there. Your minor of discordant is going to bring that down, so you're at 4. Um, uh,
Okay.
which you can roll with 4. You can also try to use your husband here if you want to do that.
I mean, goal of mine is to talk to my husband. I don't know if that counts as using him.
Well, I mean, using him to sort of control the court, and also you can afflict
Oh,
other
okay.
courtiers if you want to say, "I'm actually using this courtier to sort of like you control everyone. Go do it." All right.
Okay. Um, just I'll not use him yet.
All right. I believe then you're at 4. So please give me a pilot
Okay.
court challenge.
And so two things. One, I've never used Roll20, and two, I don't even know what type of die you guys have been rolling.
Oh,
So
sure. So, are you in the roll 20? Are you able to
yes.
sort of see the sidebar where
Yes.
you
So
have
I've been
chat?
seeing all of your stuff. I just don't know what I need to be typing in.
Excellent. So what I actually want you to do is at the top, you should find like it should be a. It looks like it's currently 3 hexagons, kind of stacked in a
Okay.
pyramid shape. If you click on that, you should see a thing at top that says macro.
S- so this is court challenge.
Uh, no. So at the very top, tippy top of the bar there, do you see where it's got like 2 speech bubbles, and then like a book, and then like
Yeah, I clicked on that.
maybe.
So I see the macros, roll with
Oh, okay.
shard or
Yes.
no shard.
Sure. So what you might want to do is, do you see a little thing that says show macro quick bar?
Yes.
I would check that, and then I would check both of those with the in bar, and then 2 buttons should appear down at the bottom of your thing that'll say roll no shard and roll with shard.
Yes. I have that and I selected roll no shard.
Yep. And then it should ask you a couple questions, and if you fill out the questions, then it's today. Your potential is 4, because that's what we just sort of went through and determined in this. The potential is 4. Um,
Okay, it's lost. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Um so I have the roll no shards and then it has like decks, rollable tables. I'm putting in
yes.
these.
Oh, no. All of those are. That's the only thing you needed was the 2 buttons at the bottom of your screen that say roll no shard or roll with shard.
Okay. And then go back to
You
like
can,
the chat.
yeah, you can go back to the chat.
Okay. So roll, and then what kind of dice is it?
So depending on your what's it called, potential, it changes what dice you roll. So the
Okay.
idea of verse is it starts with a potential 0. You're rolling 3d6s. You're always looking for 5. 5s and up. So on d6s, you can say that's not a lot of successes. But when you get 1 potential, you swap out one of those d6s, and instead you put a d8 in its place. And then at 2 potential, you swap out a different d6 and put a different d8 in its place. Then you swap out the third one and then now you're rolling 3 d8s at 3. You can continue from there. If you go up to 4, you drop out one of the d8s and you put a d10 in its place. And then you do that at
So it's
4, 5,
so
6.
I'm doing 2d6 and 1d8.
Yes, but it'll automatically, when you hit the roll no shard, it'll automatically roll it for you in that little potential box there, explaining everything of what's going on there. So, are you able to click on the button that says roll no shard?
I have it. I don't know what other button
Oh, so at the very
you're
bottom of the roll
with.
20, do you not see a thing that says roll with shard, roll no shard? Did you all right, so
I have to be
yeah.
on my iPad for this. If you want to just
Oh,
sign for me,
sure.
it might
I
just
will
be
do
what
that
I'm
for you.
using.
All right. Well, so the roll no shard uh as name.
I don't want to hold up more of the time trying to figure it
Oh,
out.
you're fine.
Yep.
So good.
Our first session was like very similar. Do not feel bad at all. I was very confused for like the first 2 or 3.
Yeah, it's different for sure.
Yeah, it's a different RPG for sure.
All right. So you roll the potential with a potential of 4. You have 1 success. 1 success means etheric kind of things there. So you are currently, in a random holding, not even a holding that is yours. And everyone doesn't really know each other all that well, and so there's a lot of sort of personality clashes. Zara is claiming that Dahlia is weird and creeps her out and may have stolen things from her, and is challenging her to a goddamn sword fight. Ilaria is like just spreading sort of rumors all around about like everything, although she's like a genuinely happy person. Gideon kind of is just sort of sitting in the corner going like, this is all gonna fall apart. Uh and like the only person that you really kind of have, at your side is Celeste. Your truest friend, as she sort of is like, all right, it's going to be okay, my queen. Um uh Everything will be fine. You're doing fine, right?
Okay. Sure.
hmm your husband has offered to help, of course, but you have so far kind of not taken his assistance in this, and so he's giving you space. um uh, Most of the courtiers seem like really thrilled that he's here. They're happy to have the son of a very powerful noble here. That's probably going to be really good, and and he's the consort. So like, what's that going to say about like the noble, like Lady Morgana, is gonna have to be something pretty big if, like, she's married to, like, the son of, Magnus Nocturne. Like, this is something huge. So there's a lot of sort of stress on you for that. How is
Okay.
Lady Morgan dealing with that stress?
Um,
Or Morgana, sorry.
she is probably um turning to Celeste a lot, because Celeste is the person she knows the most, considering she is a newlywed and she has only even recently met her husband.
Yep.
Um, so yeah, she's just trying to keep everything together as much as she can and try to get these courtiers on track.
Understandable. Yes. So, how are you going to what are you doing with the potential fisticuffs between Zarya and Dahlia? Uh,
um,
because probably as this one point, you're gonna say your Lysander is going to run up to you, sort of not to go, Lady Morgana, we have a problem. I believe someone may be planning to get blood on these carpets and they aren't even ours. Uh,
um, is this a question more for like just anything I would do, or are you asking like using a trait or something,
no,
how I would
anything you
deal
do.
with it?
This is
Okay.
just how you would do. You don't have to use a trait for this. This is just plain
Okay.
role play. Like, uh,
Um, so sorry, it's Zara who wants to fight Dahlia.
yes.
I would probably try to point Zara towards something else, like try to give her a job to do something else that's useful and not just fighting a fellow courtier.
Sure. She she looks at you as sort of like, yes, my queen. She's House uh, Ignit, Ignitum, and she is, of course, very fiery, very passionate, kind of rebellious. So she sort of stomps off to do her thing, as Dahlia is there, and she's just like, oh, I suppose if, you had not done it, I would have just been able to have her body instead. She sort of smiles. She's currently wearing a sort of the body of a white-haired woman. She seems to prefer that. What little you know about Dahlia Corpus is, of course, she is a spirit that can possess other bodies. The creepy thing about her is she discusses the people she's, inhabiting as if they're outfit. Uh,
Yes.
Instead of people, which is the most. It's like, oh yes, no, this is a lovely 19-year-old. I saw her in the market and I absolutely had to have her. Uh, she was under carnival, so she's perfectly free. Doesn't break the rules. Uh, the last one kept crying about her parents, so just had to let her go.
Oh,
But yeah, no,
okay.
he's a bit of a creepy person there. But yeah, you do see your husband is sort of watching you doing all this as he sort of makes his way up into one of the sort of like little rooms that you have as you're exploring this quaint little area. It's got like, ooh, it's got got a nice area down there, and then there's a sort of showroom, and it's very like comfortable like break room, and then there's this one door that's just locked. You you don't know. It's like it looks like it goes down into some sort of like basement, like storage area, but like it's just locked and it's not opening up. And he's like, well, I'm trying to. I'm uncertain. Like, he's definitely like there trying to sort of jiggle it, sort of like trying to get in.
All right, I'll go over to him then, because I need to talk to him.
My darling.
So I'll walk over and try to be subtle about it, so none of the courtiers are eating, and be like, "So, Magnus."
Sure. Before we do it, I'm going to pause 1 second here.
Okay.
There was a question you need to ask about him, and I don't know where I'm not able to look it up right now. What is the one thing that you like about him, or the one positive thing about him that you said?
Did I already answer that, or?
If you didn't already answer it, you can do so now. You were supposed to write down one good thing you've learned about your spouse so far.
I don't think I wrote anything down for that. So,
If you want to handle it later, we can handle it later, and I'll sort of play it, by ear here. That's perfectly fine.
I'm just worried I did somewhere and I'm forgetting it. I can't find it, and then to give another would just be confusing. So this is just anything that...
Yes.
I guess he could be a good listener. I don't know.
No, that's fine. You know he is a good listener. He seems to be able to hear you and talk to you and sort of comfort you in the times that you need. And so he sort of goes over to you, sort of smiles, and he's like, "Everything going fine, my dear wife?" Feels a little awkward to say
Yes.
that.
Yes, it is very new. I was just surprised when we arrived. I was not aware that Magnus was your father.
Yes, it is. Something that is most people are interested in. But enough about that. We have a court to run. You wouldn't happen to know where the key to this place is. It seems, I thought I had it, but it seems like it's like stuck. I don't want to go breaking down a door. I don't know if the Archon of Blessings would be pleased with this, but seems we should probably check what's down inside. There could be mold down there.
Perhaps Dahlia would know where it is.
That is
Or
true.
have a
That is
way down there.
true. I suppose we could go fetch her and see if she can poke around down there. We'll have to possibly restrain her body. I don't know if she took a willing person or not. That can get tricky when the passengers jump out of them.
Well, the than it is for Gideon to just break it down.
True, but again, that I think could be a problem.
Yes, I would avoid that one.
I suppose I should go find her and see about this. Was there anything else you required of my wife?
Nothing. Just let me know if there's anything interesting down there.
Very well, I will do. As he sort of, kisses your hand and then goes on there. We're going to move over to Lord Ranael, who had a scene in mind, but I wanted to get through all of the things there before we really dove into that.
Yeah, no
So,
worries.
Lord Ranael, your wife has called Lady Stellian up to your chambers, I'm guessing, or where are you interested in having this?
Confessional booth for sure. It's the vibe.
Confessional booth. You bring her into the confessional booth.
Can I spend
down in there?
Can I spend a shard on the way down to change to my dark calling?
You may.
Just in case. I figure if I have to make the roll, it'll probably help.
You are now you turn into Angel of Vengeance form.
Yeah.
And she sort of, looks out there. She's a little more nervous now. She's like, "My lord."
Yeah, so Ranael stands in the confessional booth, in the shadow with his wings folded, posture rigid, lets the silence kind of sit long and heavy for a moment before he says, Celian, you know why I've called you here?
Is it to reward my outstanding service, my lord?
Reward?
Yes. I am a good and faithful servant to you, as we all are.
I'm told you sow dissent.
No, never.
Even with your ego, Celian, it's quite bold to lie to me.
I don't know what to say. I have no desire to lie. I have no reason to lie. I serve you.
So you've mentioned nothing to no one about the soldiers we've put in Lord Nocturne's service of...
The traitors? Yes. The ones who were not loyal enough to say that they would not stay after we trained them.
You're clever, Celian. You know of my conversations with Casimir, Ali.
No, that is more Marielle. Marielle keeps up on those things. I simply call things the way I see them.
Well, Celian, fret not. I bring you not a lecture, just a line. You're about to cross
a line? Is that a threat, my lord? I have been nothing but loyal to you. I fail to see what this is all about.
The line where suspicion becomes poison, where your words cease to protect and begin to corrode. You wield division like a tool, Celian, but you forget that tools can turn in the hand.
going to need an actual roll for this to see if this succeeds. I'm guessing you're trying to convince her to stop being a little little shit, so to speak.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of. I figured change it up a little bit and just be very direct and try instead of winning over on morals. So I get the alluring aura for my dark calling, right?
What is the alluring aura for your dark calling, if you don't mind me asking?
It just says, as long as your dark angelic calling is active, you can switch your angelic dark form and back anytime. You can fly majestically in your dark form and carry an additional person. Also, your dark alluring aura counts as a trait.
Okay, sure.
Okay. Definitely gonna be serious bearing. Let's see here. Let me pull out this old highlighter here. Let me mark that just so I keep track. Okay. Heavenly Soldier. I mean, I'm low key kind of, I don't want to say threatening, but I kind of am, I guess.
You don't want to say threatening, but you'll do all the threatening things.
Yeah.
But I don't want to say it.
I'm hoping by the end of this conversation, it's going to turn a bit lighter. At least that's the plan. But I have no idea how Cillian's going to react to this. So
if it quacks like a thread.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hoping I had something in mind for a lighter note at the end of this convo, but right now it just sounds like, do what I say or I'm going to kill you. kind of.
No.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
every single vibe you've put out there is do the fuck what I say, or I'm going to hurt you.
Yeah.
It's not very good. This is the thing that she who is very loyal to you is obviously looking rather. I mean, we'll see what happens here as you make the roll there. So, sure.
Okay. Filled with resolve. I mean, I am definitely dedicated to getting these people in line.
You are also distracted, so I'm going to take that away. So we're back at 1.
Okay. Well, I had Heavenly Soldier and Serious Bearing and my calling.
Okay.
So I'm at 3 right now with the -1.
Yep, it's 3.
Unmoved by emotions. I mean, I'm being very callous here. I'm
sure.
Tough presence. I think it goes without saying I'm being tough, very tough on Cillian right now.
Sure. Your xenophobia trait will work against this also.
Yeah.
So you're down to 3 again.
Ruthless fighting style. I hardly ever try to tap this in a conversation, but I'm being ruthless right now. I mean, I am coming at Cillian pretty ruthlessly.
You haven't told her to pick up the sword yet.
All right.
So if you were actually in there, but
yeah, I don't think I can use melee weapons or endurance strength.
You couldn't use melee weapons. You could literally say, "Fuck you, we're dueling right here." You know, you could duel her, force her into fighting.
I mean, if this was like Casimir or something, maybe like a friendly kind of duel. But nah, Cillian's not really a warrior from what I understand, so I don't think that would be very, very good thing to do.
He's a fanatic kiss ass who's part of your cult. All right.
Yeah. Endurance strength doesn't. I don't think it really applies here. But can I tap my unique trait? Brings a storm.
Sure.
All right.
We're at 4.
Okay. Let me see here. I'm using the facility for what it's intended for, the confessional booth.
5. Yep.
So with the -2, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 minus 2 is 6.
Okay, 6.
Is there anything else I can tap here? I guess I could I bring in the wife or another courtier for this to help?
If you want the wife to help on this, I mean, sure.
It's like looming in the background.
She hates it when I threaten people. I don't think it's a good idea. I don't want to piss her off anymore.
I mean, you don't know. We'll see, you know? Things have a way of turning out.
I'll tell you what I will do. I'll spend a shard to negate. Well, then it gets worse after I do that, actually. Never mind. I'm not going to do that. It's a waste of a shard. All right. I'll roll with 6. I'm going to spend a shard on the roll, though.
All right.
Let me reduce
Spending
that.
a shard on a roll normally will just add a d8. If you have 7 or over, it actually upgrades that d8 into a d10. And then I interpret the result.
And then I use 6, and then... Okay. Oof. Okay. So 2 successes.
And you don't mark trouble because you spent that shard.
Okay.
What a coup there. All right, yeah. So you are able to terrify her enough to sort of back her down.
Okay, that's all I wanted. I just wanted
case
to break through that ego. That's really all I wanted. I promise. I'm not intending this to be a threatening conversation at the end.
It started as a threatening conversation.
Yeah. Now I get to let up a little bit and hopefully be.
Now are you gonna go get her ice cream?
Yeah, I'll go take her to get ice cream. Yeah. So how does she react here?
You can see real fear in her eyes for like the first time. She is scared of you and what you might do.
His voice lowers. His tone kind of calms slightly, and he says, they did not leave by choice. Our house is in a tough position. We have few options. If you're concerned of their loyalty, Magnus simply houses them, feeds them. They knew I would do the same. And if they betray us, then I will break them. But I will not break them first, Celian. That is the difference between strength and fear.
She nods. She's like, yes, sir. Of course, sir. Yes, sir.
This court is not a game board for you, Celian. These people, Chimera, Mentum, whoever you disdain next, they're not tokens. If you can't see them as allies, see them as shields against the dark. Because whether you like it or not, we're already bleeding. I won't waste blood on your games. I know you think I'm asking you to trust people you were taught to suspect, but I'm asking you to serve something greater than your suspicions. I chose you because you see angles others don't. Now, prove to me you see the storm on the horizon.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
I think I'll just leave the conversation there.
May I go?
Yeah. I think I'll just leave it there. She
Scurries on out.
sounds a little too afraid. I kind of feel bad.
Yeah, no, well, you walked her into a private area and were like, hey, I am your god and I'm not happy with you. Like, nothing good comes out of this. But your wife is there. And she sort of, as you sort of walking in and out, you sort of see her sort of grab you and sort of, pull you back into the confessional. And she's like, that was very well done.
Really? I worried you would disapprove.
Why would I disapprove?
Well, it seems that lately I've been a bit too stern with certain players on the board.
You mean how you wave your dick around at people who are not your own and try to act more important than people we have no power over? Yes, that is concerning, my love. This is one of yours. This is one of yours who is acting against your will, and you put them in their place. I am not upset with this.
Well, good.
Now, we have some time. And she draws the curtain, and we're gonna cut there.
All right.
I actually want to do something also, if that's possible.
Of course, you may. You may have your thing there as you are like sitting in the middle of the. Come on, guys! Like Parcheesi can be fun. Like.
And like all my courtiers sitting there like, fuck this guy. Monty's like, I'll play. But I'm going to use a point of standing to get to invite the Archon of Truth down to my place and treat them to a evening meal, where I would like to discuss my network of espionagists.
Sure, yeah, you are able to do that. I don't think that there's an issue with you doing that, though.
Lovely.
Yep.
I will remove a point of Concord Keep Standing.
Yep.
All right. 2. Yep.
All right. So.
Yep. Yeah.
What to do? So. Duke Lucian is going to sort of send out a message to the three of you that it's time for some scouting to be done, per se. And he's expecting the three of you, by order of course, his cousin, the Princepsa there, to take a delegation into Fjordwater and see how things are going there and make contact with the loyalists in the area.
Oh. I'm going to need my courtiers for this, DM. Is there a way I can unafflict these guys? Or am I going to have to wait for personal things?
You're going to have to wait until the mid-court there. Unless you have a special rule that says this is how I unafflict people. There is no other rule that does that.
Let's see. Nay. None. All right, well, I got a spy network. Does the meeting I sent for happen later, I assume?
I was assuming it happened. It's already passed. Like, I'm okay with us saying that it's already happened and you've gotten it done. Like,
Oh,
if you're okay with that.
I mean, that's fine. If
you
I don't have to
spent it
roll,
there and
that's cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, you don't have to roll for this. This was an RP thing that you needed to do. You, I believe, had to go there and just tell them about the network. That is, of course, Lady Evelyn Kamael, who
Okay.
you are able to sort of tell about what's going on here, and she's like, "Yeah, no, it's all good."
All right then. My I have a new holding then. Well stocked forgery. And I believe as a part of this, we wrote down that
Oh no, you would
Calix.
need to roll to complete it, I believe. If you haven't made the roll to complete it, so
That's
we'll
what I was
do that
wondering.
in a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I was just wondering how we're gonna do it. That's fine. Cool. No problem.
Okay, I'm sorry. I thought you meant did you have to make a roll in order to like successfully talk to this lady? And I'm like, no, you just talk to the lady.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, and then we'll just do it when we're ready. That's fine. Yeah.
All right.
But I will answer the summons with Monty and 10 of my best spies.
All right. Ranael, who are you bringing?
Well, most of my courtiers are untapped right now. Let me bring Casimir. Let's see here. I'll bring Allie. I'll skip Tyrion and Muriel. I'll bring Kalen and Valeric. Valeric's new. Let's see how he handles himself.
All right, so Casimir, Ali, Kalen, and Valeric are the ones that you are taking, and you are going to leave behind Tyrion, Muriel, and Celian.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh-oh, I worry now. I tell you what, let me leave Kalen and bring Tyrion. I haven't brought Tyrion with on anything yet. Just to break up the those left that are still under xenophobia. Don't want them to be together.
Are you guys able to hear me?
Yeah, we hear you now.
We can hear you now.
All right, good. Okay. All right. So, we're going to scooch on over to the new ambassador of Fjordwater. Yes, you've been delivered this sort of summons there. This is right into work and away you go. Even as your things are going on there, you will know he has spoken to Dahlia about, investigating what's behind the door.
Okay.
What are you planning on bringing to this sort of excursion into your supposed homeland?
I'm going to, sorry. So is this like people I'm bringing?
That is generally the idea. I mean, you don't have to bring any of your courtiers. You don't even have to bring your husband. You can just come on your own if you want to. It's like, I'm just me.
No, I'll bring my husband, Celeste, and Zara.
Hello?
Hello. We might have lost you again, Brandon, if you're talking.
Yeah, I apparently was talking again and then I got lost. I was saying, so you're bringing, Zara and them. I forgot. Ranael, you're bringing your wife?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. I'll bring the wife for sure. I bet she'd want to go.
Old creepy Nocturne hanging around somewhere. Hey. And Brandon, I'm also, before I go in with my spies, I'm going to illusion their faces to be other people, so that way they're not revealed to people.
Sure.
There's a sneaking part of me that wants me to ask you to illusion all of them to look like your wife.
That would be hilarious. I want to. I really want to. But I don't want to get my other arm broken. I need that arm. I'm trying not to antagonize this bitch any further. I can't do it. My house cannot sustain any more angst from this piece of shit.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah, I can't. As much as I'd like to. Maybe turn him into his wife.
So,
Get one.
Lady Odell, as you are sitting drunkenly with your husband in whatever ramshackle tugboat you are currently hiding out in, as you await for anything to be delivered to you that might be more suitable, you do receive word that there is a meeting of loyalists of Fjordwater. They're supposed to gather and meet to sort of discuss what else will happen. How to move forward. Perhaps even if they should elect a new Princeps or Princepsa of Fjordwater. Since Admiral Waters is now basically persona non grata.
I want to say that we would go just to try and find out if the loyalists are still like longing for the admiral to come back into seat and maybe plant that idea. I want to say that we'll
Sure.
try and sober up a bit and go just to hear the talk and maybe plant some words in influential ears.
Trying to get rid of your drunk would probably require a roll, I believe, because I think you can't just take a minor action to sort of get rid of it. That's the minor thing there. But you can.
Yeah, I should have done that earlier. I guess when I say like kind of sober up, it's more of a like kind of flavor text of we're like, all right, we're gonna do this. We got a plan, but like, still very much clearly drunk. But you definitely have the plan in your brain of like, oh, we're fine now. We can do this. This is smart. Um, yeah, 'cause I have
Excellent,
a feeling
excellent.
all of
Who are
that
you
would have
planning
happened.
on taking to this? In this sort of spy meeting, or are you just going alone?
I would ask Radimir to stay, primarily because if I'm drunk, he's way drunker.
I resemble that remark.
Resemble.
I know, dear. But when's the last nap you took?
I ain't no thief, I always return them.
Okay, Clover. Let's go back to bed, and I'll let you know how it goes.
Bed is
I would
warm.
have. Um, with having tapped Severin for the court challenge, I don't suppose he is available to join.
I mean, he can join with you. He's still afflicted.
Which might be not as helpful. I'll still ask Severin to join just in case things get a little squirrely and we need a quick run. So yeah, I'll ask Severin to join, and of the other three, I feel he's going to be the most helpful.
All right. So it was Severin and Rose that you used, correct?
Correct.
Mm-hmm. And
Rose is mostly trying to make sure people don't get too drunk.
Riata is kind of MIA as well as Creed, correct?
Correct.
Boop. Boop. All right, so there's your court that you have. Yes. Sorry, who is the ones you were taking again? My apologies. I was trying to get a drink.
No, you're fine. Just myself and Severin are the only two
Just
going.
yourself and Severin. All right. All right, so all right, I believe that is all of you here. So you all are sort of brought into what is probably one of the most stage managed kind of events that you guys have seen in almost all of your existence. It is quite clearly that people are being picked and brought in here, kind of to be like, seem like they're more supporting and that there's more, like people behind this movement than there actually are per se. How are you three sort of reacting to this? So I'm going to sort of move us on over to the display area to sort of show where everyone is and what they brought.
All by myself.
Well, maybe you should, find a woman who won't leave you. All right.
Fuck, dude.
Holy crap!
Jeez.
Yes. No. No. I'm.
I would
being
like to.
facetious.
I would like to spend a shard to get in the way and take that damage on behalf of Grendall.
Good,
all right.
Mr. President.
Grindle's face just like twitches a little bit, and he's like, "Why am I twitching?" Like, no.
All this.
Well, as I know, right? As we're there, I will be spending a shard and seeing who is watching me right now as one of my theme questions.
All right. So, from here, you can definitely tell, that Lucius Nocturne is watching you.
Me specifically, or us?
You.
Oh, fuck me. Fuck. What is it with these people? All right. Cool. Now that question, does that cover who is watching me right now? As in everybody who's watching me right now, or?
That is one answer of who is watching you right now.
Very fair.
If you spend other shards, more people may start watching you. Or maybe I'll just go, you've already asked that like 3 times.
That's fair. No, yeah. All right. I was just curious how that goes. I'll look toward them.
In future things, I might go, these 3 people are watching you. Currently, right now, I'm only saying Lucius is watching you.
Fair enough. I'll nod to him.
He sort of nods back. Morgana, how are you doing as you're sort of being brought into this sort of first public event, kind of as a, a representative of this sort of organization? Because I think most eyes are upon you, and there are a lot of sort of like, you can see all of your worshippers kind of here have been arrayed, and several other like worshippers that seem to be like all like sort of fawning over and reaching out for Lucius Nocturne. Most of which most of which he's paying not too much mind of, since he apparently only has eyes for Grendall.
Great, my new husband only has eyes for someone else.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Morgana is just, she has a face that is just, I know what I'm doing here. I know what they expect me. I'm used to this situation.
She's just going cool, professional, like, this is me, I got this.
Yes.
Awesome. Ranael, what are you doing?
I'm looking at these questions and I'm thinking about trying to ask one of them. I think I'll spend a shard and ask what breach is there in their defense?
Whose defense?
I suppose the Nocturnes.
The family. Okay, sure. By the Nocturnes, you mean the new couple that's there?
Yeah, and I'm not talking like defense, like how can I kill them, but like how can I like utilize them?
Infiltrate
Might be a good
so
word.
it's a breach in their defense. You can definitely see They look like they are getting along, as well as two kids who have been told that they need to hold hands. And like, like there is a very much the like, oh yeah, I don't know you, but like we're kind of here there, it's there is very much the we're a newlyweds of an arranged marriage look that like everyone can fucking see. And yeah, that's probably the biggest breach there is they're fucking strangers to each other. And like the other people of the court don't seem to like, be all that, into things there.
Okay. Okay, that's good to know, I suppose.
In all honesty, it probably looks like the two of them are closer to the two courtiers that got brought than they are to each other.
All right. I may ask Callista what she thinks about having a conversation with Lady Morgana, or if she thinks I should.
He is a noble.
Very well. I suppose I will then. Assuming that's what she means.
Yes.
All right.
Seeing an excuse to can I follow him? I have an excuse to follow, as he is a part of my council.
You do, yes.
All right.
She's
I'll
also
follow
part of
for-
the council, also.
Yeah. So like now we're all here, and I'm not alone.
As you all look out in the crowd, you do see what disguise is Odell wearing?
So we're in Fjordwater. I would like for her to just have like horn extensions to make hers appear more kind of like, just a different shape. And just very dressed down.
So yeah, you are wearing more lowborn clothes, not rich casino clothes, and you're wearing a set of fake horns on top of your head.
Yep.
While your own
Preferably,
horns
like,
are
little
tucked
caps.
in. Yeah.
I was gonna say like preferably like little caps on the tips of where my horns are, and you can even see like the little bit of jingle as it dangles a little.
I love it.
But you guys are able to pick out Lady Odell is here in the crowd and watching you. As there is a growing group of people who are there are a side of supporters here, and then there seems to be a growing mass of people who are kind of seeming like they're protesting this.
Oh God. Just what I need. Just what we need, sorry. I'll look toward Odell and I'll just like very calmly, subtly like raise an eyebrow like Martin?
100% do the like sideways looking of just like, oh.
I'll just subtly roll my eyes like ugh.
All of us have magic, Grendall.
Fair enough. I'll just I'm like rudimentary. I'll motion to one of my spy guys. I'll say but yeah, I keep following Ranael.
Sure. As you mentioned that not everyone has magic. Someone.
Oh Jesus.
And
God, someone does have magic.
Odell.
This fucker. Beast magic.
You can.
And just kind of like raise my eyebrow, like.
Lady Morgan has done this there. But as it was like, not everyone has magic. It's like, I have beast magic. I control the beast.
Son of a bitch.
The most powerful and impressive of magics.
What? As he sort of raises his hands out towards, the sea, and then a couple fish like jump on over there.
Catfish, no less.
Yes,
Um,
he has the power of
I-
Aquaman.
I do have a shard I would very much like to spend if you'll allow it, but it's a theme special rather than a theme question.
What is the thing you want to send it on?
So I want to spend a shard to calm or arouse someone in close vicinity and they get a fitting affliction. I really want to make him so very aroused and distracted by his wife who doesn't want him.
Lord Augustus Morgan.
Yes, please. I want him so distracted that he just doesn't talk to anybody but his wife so much.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
So he sort of feels like this thing there. So he's like, oh, looking around. He's like, sort of walks over to Lady Morgana, and he's like, would you want to do the honors of the speech of unity?
Of course.
Or, oh, very well then. As he sort of like gestures up to the podium and then sort of walks over, kind of grabs his wife, and sort of hauls her on off. Then the assistant guy comes and follows them as they sort of exit the stage because of what's going on.
Damn.
I really
She was gonna...
I almost illusioned something that would have been not appropriate. I will leave it.
Fair. All right, yeah. So, Lady Morgan, you are sort of brought to the sort of a stage where speak with her. They're basically waiting for someone to give a sort of speech to like talk about how they're going to unify, like and what's going to be done, because the schism in Fjordwater is very, very on the minds of everyone right now.
Okay. So Lady Morgana will go up to give the speech. And I'm not very good at speeches, but I will try to be good for what her skill is. So she'll be like, thank you to everyone for coming. I am so proud to be the new ambassador, Fjordwater.
I mean, you are. You're proud to be the new ambassador. That's what I heard. Yes. Okay. Excellent.
I know we are all worried because we all care about Fjordwater and want
Sure.
to.
Sorry, I meant to sort of cut in and say, as you're sort of saying this, there is a mix of cheers and boos in the crowd, and you definitely hear it says "Go home, traitor," and a ripened fruit is thrown like at the podium.
All I know is that better not be Tyrion.
Mr. DM, I would like to sort of subtly nod to my spies, and I'll ask them to sort of spread out in the crowd and try to
which crowd?
I'm sorry, is there a crowd in here?
There is no, but I'm saying is the crowd's been divided into two sections that are yelling at each other. There are the sort of people who everyone believes has kind of been like, brought in or otherwise incentivized to be here for this. Mm-hmm. And then there are like the people on the outside that are like, yelling and things like that, and then just threw a ripened vegetable or fruit up on the stage at Morgana as she's speaking. So which crowd is the one you're doing?
I'm going to split it down the middle if it's possible. If you want me to do one, I can.
Sure. No, you can
So I was
split it down the
gonna-
middle. You'll be less effective in both, but you can do that.
Okay, so I would, in that case, we're going for unity. I would focus all my attention on the dissenters, and I would try to get my spies in there to covertly start, like, bringing down the tensions, like, start spreading messages in there, like, hey, they're trying,
Peacemake?
we're gonna, peacemake, exactly, yeah, kind of like covertly and like without suspicion, sort of bring that level down.
It makes perfect sense. I am going to go back to Morgana, though. It is sort of
You're good.
there.
Yeah.
I sort of
No,
cut in there to
you're-
sort of give an audience thing there. So my
You're good.
apologies for that, but please do continue.
Good.
Okay. Well, seeing the food, she's probably not gonna talk for too long. So she will probably just go, like, reiterate, we all want what's best for Fjordwater, and I plan to do the utmost to have it unified.
There's cheers and boos. More stuff is thrown.
Yeah. Can
Notariel,
I
what are you
make
doing?
eye contact with Odell
You may make
and look
eye
away
contact with
as I
Odell.
step off?
Yep. Notariel, what are you doing as all of this is happening? Notariel? Sam?
I think I'm just standing there taking it in. I was thinking about acting before, but I think I'm thinking better of it now.
All right. For once.
Jesus
Flying
Christ,
off the deep
Brandon.
end.
All right, I'm gonna spend a
I
charge.
know, you're
to
on
negate-
fire tonight.
I'm gonna spend a charge to negate the affliction you just put upon me just now.
Meh.
All right. Anyway, so as you sort of do, the both of you sort of see a figure sort of approaching
Sure.
Morgana.
Oh.
Or
And Lady Odell, you see a conversation start taking place between the two of them.
how close can I get?
Enough to
be able
eavesdrop
to
if
hear
you
the
want to spend a
conversation.
shard. If you want to spend
Yeah.
a shard, you may, spend a shard and overhear this conversation. All right, so
Yeah.
Lady Morgan, you come up there as you hear this, this person you've never met before come up to you and go, Mistress, you won't believe what I found.
Oh, what did you find?
There was a whole bunch of books down there, and this lovely, suit. And she gestures to the body that is herself.
What does she look like now?
The woman I just put up there. She was down there with someone in a mask. They were like talking about boring things. And so I just kind of popped on in and look at me now. I'm so stylish. Like they barricaded the door. So like I had to like kind of go out a different way. But yeah. Like there's a lot of stuff down there.
Well, I'll definitely want to take a look.
All right. Sure. Lore.
I have
What
a
is-
question I want to ask so bad.
Yeah. Sure. What's the
what's happening behind the scenes here? I'll spend another shard.
Sure. It is pretty clear that it seems like possibly Lady Morgan has a passenger chimera as one of her courtiers. And that passenger has basically hijacked one of your courtiers that you left behind and is wearing them as a skin suit.
Is that courtier still alive?
From what you are known is, the spirits there don't possess corpses; they possess living bodies. Yeah.
Oh boy. Thief.
I'm drunk and now am putting 2 and 2 together of y'all are messing with my people. I'm kind of gonna actually like more get into the conversation. I'm not gonna like force my way into it, but just kind of like stumble over like, so how are things with everybody? I'm gonna look directly at like who I look to be Rita.
Mm-hmm. As you look back, the eyes are different. They are glowing white. These are not Rita's eyes. These are obviously a passenger's eyes. I shouldn't say glowing white. They're like a milky white.
Yeah. How like allowed would that be?
One of the rules is be who you are. It is very much an argument that she is violating that rule. It is also like this is definitely a legal case
Okay.
pending, and there probably has been some of it where but like precedent goes different ways depending on how it's done, and like length and duration and other stuff like that. But still, it is not seen as good to like jump other highborn, which is what she is. She's a lowly highborn, but she's a highborn. Like she's from a major house.
I'm gonna kind of turn my attention towards you, Lady Morgana. I'm gonna be like, so we're just allowing abductions while in ambassador seats? Because I tell you what, taking the living form of another person,
And rebellion is better?
Okay. Let's take a second and acknowledge that not all rebellions are equal, and legitimately taking over someone else's body is a little bit different than saying, hey, the system's a little messed up.
Do you person whose body this is?
Someone of a distinguishable house based on the general aura. Why are we continuing this conversation actually by ourselves? No, this is like a crime. And like she's going to snap her eyes over to Lord Ranael and just kind of like wave.
Am I hearing?
Like,
Am I hearing this conversation, Brandon? Brandon, we lost you, I think.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Yeah, so you're probably not hearing her, so to speak, because you didn't spend a shard to eavesdrop, and you don't have the ability to spend a shard to eavesdrop.
Yeah.
But you do now probably see Odell like waving like other people over to do this. And yeah, there was another thing I wanted to say. Fuck. So she sort of like looks over at you, and she's just like, I mean, she's perfectly fine. And as sort of Mr. Magnus Jr. is kind of like, is there a problem here, my dear?
I'm happy
Yet.
to assist with you separately. And we can bring her along if you're that concerned for the well-being of the body.
Oh yes, now I
Concerned
remember
on the
what it is.
well-being of the person.
What I remember it is. This body is obviously the body of a human. So it's technically, this is a worshiper like body. Like this is, you probably know as a deva that like humans are equal now. Like, yeah, but everyone kind of goes, yeah, but are they? Like, and the whole, there's also the whole idea that like, the chimera are also our friends. I'm like, yeah, but they're kind of weird and they just do what they want to, and it's fine. Like, this is a weird chimera thing she does. They're crazy. Like we can't expect them not to steal the help and wear them around like skin suits. I mean, this is perfectly acceptable. No highborn was hurt. Therefore, there was no crime. At least that is a understanding of it. There is also understanding that says you need to protect your what's it called, people there. Am I making sense? Am I being too confusing? I feel like I'm just starting problems.
No, it makes
So,
sense.
what I
left asking if you wanted to go talk separately, and she would come with us.
No. Not just us all in a room together. This is like a genuine violation of like her autonomy. And so we're going to discuss that with someone who I happen to know is very like cool with justice and maybe can like kind of remedy that, because she deserves to have her life be hers, untouched and unpuppeted. I would say no offense, but honestly, no, like a little bit of offense. It's kind of rude what's going on here.
Well, no offense, but I don't know if I trust who you would.
Adorable. You can totally trust when he's over here. And she's going to like, again, just like looking at Ranael like a bit more frantically, just kind of like, get over here.
Yeah. I'll approach and just be like, sorry, is there some kind of problem?
Grendall, are you nearby?
I mean, I was following Ranael, and then he was, I guess, walked over there. I guess, I mean, I see her waving to him. I'm curious. I'll, like, saunter over.
Family, it's open invitation. It's fine.
Yeah, fair enough, yeah. I'll join. I know Odell. What's up?
You don't know this person.
Oh, shit.
Disguise.
Oh, I do. Okay, good. Well?
As like Ranael comes over and asks, like, what's wrong? I'm gonna look over at Lady Morgana, be like, do you want to explain what's going on, or do I need to? Because my words are probably going to be far less nice at this point.
Lady Morgana will say, one of my courtiers has recently acquired a new body, and that is very upset for Lady Odell.
We'll cut it
hey.
plain and simple. Her courtier is taking over the body of one of my courtiers. Rita Mercula. Is that how you
Oh.
pronounce that last name? Mercula?
Mercuria, maybe?
Maybe. It looks like an L on my screen, but it might be an I. Yeah, it is an I.
So I'm just a little confused. Is this a violation of a rule or not a violation of a rule?
I think we lost you, Brandon.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
All right. So, what was the
Is this
last thing?
is this whole taking the body thing a violation of a rule or not violation of a rule? Because I feel like I've heard both.
Gray area.
Gray area.
So I've revealed to you that she is, at the very least, like a courtier to me.
And
Or was a courtier.
Morgana
before.
knows you're you.
Oh. I
From
genuinely
how it
don't know.
sounded, I thought we all recognized her. So I was going
Odell's
based
really
off of that I
drunk.
recognized her.
Odell genuinely thinks she's pulling this off.
Yeah.
Okay. Well. It does seem like the case could be argued either way. Certainly. My main concern is, was the act sanctioned? Was it violent or deceitful? Did this chimera take the body without permission? There are protocols for things like this. We can always involve the authority of a archon. Perhaps that would be best to settle this matter, Lady Morgana.
If you think that's what's best.
If you're
And
concerned...
she's just like staring at Lady Odell. She did not look at you at all as she said that.
Yeah,
I'm sure
he's-
there
he's-
were reasons. Go for it.
He steps in a bit closer to Lady Morgana and he says, Lady Morgana, you're new to the council. There are boundaries we do not cross. Not because we fear power, but honor it. If this was your court's idea of diplomacy, he just lets that hang in the air.
It was not planned, but I don't know what level of diplomacy you would want with rebels. And then she finally turns and looks at you when she asks that.
Like, I'll look around like, oh shit. Like, fuck.
Present your evidence to their superiors.
Lady Morgana, I'm sure that whoever it is inside wonderful, wonderful brain that was Rita, and hopefully still is, or my wrath will truly be unhindered. It just wasn't the right way to go about it, and it needs to stop. and not continue at this point. It's something that simply just isn't done. And while, yes, rebellion has occurred, I think that we can all agree until all things are brought to light, we're all still navigating uncharted waters.
As you say,
sure you're
uncharted
very-
waters, like three yachts like speed on past, like blazing music, like flying, like with the banner of Lord Admiral Waters, like flying behind them, kind of like
Oh God.
I turn to Lady Odell and I say, your grievance is not only valid, it is sacred. And if restitution is not made, I will stand beside you in demanding it.
Point to you, Becky. While Sam's character is talking a big game, he holds zero authority over you, except to go and tell Dad, like, and Mom. Like that's what he has over you. Just FYI, because I know you're new here, and so that's what I like.
Okay.
Literally,
I see.
what's this? Yeah, well, this wasn't. I'm gonna
I
call in
assumed
someone
he
who's
was like
yeah.
equal level to me in terms we're both.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that I appreciate it.
He is, yeah. He is. This is like the like you and your friend are having a fight. It's like, well, let's see what my best friend says. Like that's the level of what we hit here. All right, like he.
She's basically
I'm
this
gonna
guy's a
try
tough
and-
guy. Let me get him involved in this.
I hear
So
all this as I'm
what
standing behind him. I'm just gonna kind of walk over and be like, I see this kind of escalating a little bit, and I'm like, guys, first off, I assume if Odell is discovered here, she'll be arrested or some such.
Yeah,
You
I
don't
would
know
She
what's
is in
gonna happen.
disguise. Okay, all right, fair enough. But I will assume the worst then. But I'll say, let's just take a breath here. Lady Morgana, I assume you meant no ill intent here. How could you know? She just appeared. Is that right?
Yes.
Well, you see, then perhaps maybe your friend, I kind of gesture, could maybe find a new host. There's bound to be plenty of people around.
perhaps someone under Carnival.
Yes, or do you see the man with the beast magic over there?
You can suggest his
He
wife.
doesn't.
No, he's not
He
back
has-
yet.
Oh, well,
not a
all right,
courtier, the ambassador.
Do you remember the man making fish jump out of the water and such? Very pleasant man. He has.
way worse crime.
I'll look over to the pastor. I'll say he has plenty of great people to take over. He's actually one of the the humans in this world are called what again, Mr. DM? I'm so sorry.
Paragons.
Paragon. He's a
The
paragon.
paragons
Even.
of humanity.
Fair enough. All right, cool. His wife is a paragon. He's a paragon. If it's a human, no crimes were committed. Is that right?
No, that's not right. Watch your tongue, Grendall. You know, I'm married to
Well,
a paragon
it is
myself.
Also a paragon.
Fair enough. Sorry about that. We're still friends. Anyway, but this specific person, I think, would need a little humbling anyway. Perhaps the passenger could find a new home, either with them or with others.
Um, Is Dahlia, like, nearby since we've been talking about them this whole time?
No, Dahlia has wandered off. She does not care about this
Okay.
conversation at all. It
I
had nothing to
figured.
do about being pretty or fancy, and she's all about living in the moment. So she's like, I gotta go do
Sure.
things.
I don't suppose Severin's getting involved in maybe like wrangling her around.
I'll look to Celeste and have Celeste sing after her. Since I did not plan her. And I will look at Lady Odell and be like, in good faith, I'll have Dahlia return her to where she found her.
Be better, because if she wakes up anywhere but where you found her, oh, she'll know. She'll make it your problem. Not in any type of violent way, but you just will not hear the end of it. And honestly, no, she's a pretty good dog. She's a great kid. That's why, like, it sucks. Like, seeing her, I was so pumped, so excited, everything crazy, and we're trying to figure it out. And listen, I get it. Like, the rebellion is happening, and I'm not looking great. But also, I didn't start it. So,
So the rebellion should only be one person's fault?
I think in this instance, maybe. Perchance.
Who would you throw under the bus as to who started it?
Admiral
We
Waters.
all know who.
Yes. Admiral Waters did it. It's all him.
No.
What face does
There-
Odell make at that when he says it's Admiral Waters?
It's very sour. Like unabashedly so, just like a very sour expression. She's like, there are roots digging far into the system, and I think we're all aware of them. We just don't like to talk about them because roots aren't pretty.
Sometimes they need to be dug up. I'm sure there's blame to go on both sides. But for now, I kind of bows his head slightly in Morgana's direction and says, it's good to see that some nocturnes can see reason.
I will nod.
Lady
in
Morgana
agreement.
does like a quick glance over at you as you say that last bit, and then looks back at Lady Odell and says, "Lovely to meet you, Lady Odell. Let's hope you make better choices in the future." And then she'll turn and walk away.
Ooh.
Adele's kind of gonna like look around for a second, and she's just gonna. Ooh. Yes, pleasure, darling, pleasure. And she's gonna like wave almost like too ecstatically as you're leaving, and then just kind of like turn and catch a breath.
Calm down, woman. Do you want to get caught here?
What's gonna happen? Half of these people are fine.
I mean, all right, fair enough, I guess, but just calm it down.
Hey,
I promise. Yes.
It's gonna work. It's gonna be fine. We're gonna get there.
You need water.
I need champagne because we're gonna celebrate and it's gonna be fun. It's fine.
God. Oh God.
Odell, if you need refuge, pick up a shield at the cathedral.
I love that you're trying to give me an analogy, Lord Ranael, but I have no idea what to do with the shield other than plant it right in front of me and run forward.
If you need a place to stay safe, Our doors are open.
Oh, that makes so much more sense. I'm okay for now, but that makes so much more sense. You should leave double speak to your lovely wife. I hear she's much better at it.
Indeed.
Jesus.
You're the plain speaker, and I've always loved it about you. You've rounded the council by just saying it as it. You just told her as it was, and I shouldn't have blown up. I shouldn't have. I'm going to recollect on that, and we are going to find the solution to fix this.
No, it's okay. I understand it. We'll figure something out, I'm
Ranael.
sure.
Sure.
Ranael, I apologize for saying that about your wife.
Very well. It's okay.
Thank you. I rub my arm, the broken one. I'm like,
So listen, is what's being said about this rebellion to you guys? Before I kind of take a leave and try and inspire some inspirational words. What are you guys being told of this rebellion?
Essentially to stomp it out.
basically, yeah.
By who?
Lady
Princepsa,
Princepsa.
Yes.
Nocturne has already used this weakened position to commission several of my soldiers. I had no choice but to comply.
Need soldiers just for a simple dispute. Escalated.
Supposedly
No,
his
that
house
doesn't-
was gravely attacked.
Oh. Dreadful. Oh my gosh, that must have been horrifying.
I narrow my eyes.
A true
All right, well-
horror for the city of Ironheart, I'm sure.
Indeed.
Well, I mean, more for the people that were in his house than the whole city, you know. When you're that large, you're bound to have targets on your back that, you know, unfortunately comes with the territory most of the time. Especially at Star Reach Tower. I mean, the turnover rate there is disastrous.
It's rough.
If you can get evidence of Magnus Nocturne's traitorous, murderous actions against other Defiant, it would be greatly appreciated.
Define evidence.
Proof? Anything that would satisfy an Archon. They won't listen otherwise.
She's kind of gonna rub her head and like right above her eyes and just kind of okay. I might have a plan. Maybe that maybe can, but maybe not. That's for a later time. We'll sift through that. But for now, fish coming out of midair, was he serious? Coming to a place like this and just summoning fish?
He's not a smart man.
We live on the water. We see fish every day. That's not cool.
He is a very dumb man. That's why I was trying to recommend the passenger to go fuck with him a little bit, because it'd be hilarious.
I think we should make it known how dumb and inconsiderate and apathetic he is to grander parties involved. I think that's a good first
What do you have in
step.
mind? What do you have in mind?
Well, first of all, just let him talk. Unfortunately, to a grand audience, and I'm sure by the time they're all asleep, it will start to become apparent.
I was thinking about spreading a rumor that he fornicates with dolphins, but
It's obscene to dolphins.
Very fair point. Yes. I'll workshop it. It'll be grand.
His wife pines for you frequently.
She does, and he is aware of it. Unfortunately,
we could just say that it doesn't work. That's a lot of people dislike that.
That it doesn't work.
Yeah,
like
it doesn't work, you know. Yeah. And she's gonna gesture.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yes, that would make sense for him.
That's the scandal for the public that makes him seem, less grand.
Impotent. Indeed. Yeah. I'm gonna spend a shard, start a rumor.
Excellent.
That
what rumor are you starting?
Lord Augustus Esquire himself suffers from erectile dysfunction, which is why his wife pines for other men. And I'm going to use my spine network to spread that rumor.
We're going to have to get rid of this drunk tag.
Oh yeah, probably.
Please.
But I also am thinking that this perhaps might be better picked up next week.
Oh, yeah, all right. Whew. It was a good session.
God, yep, that rumor is gonna come back and bite my ass. I can feel it. Bite my ass. Not if I do it right, though.
And I am a little tired to consider all the ways, so I'd like to have some time in order to consider it.
And I'm gonna take some time to consider how I can best execute this without getting fucked. An execution plan.
I don't think this guy can break your other arm. But
no, he's a. I cast beast magic and break your other arm. Whoa.
See, I was hoping that his wife wouldn't just go with him. I was like, oh, she's gonna stand and make a public display of not being interested. Dang it!
If only, dude. Well, the last session she started accepting that I wasn't interested and started being quote unquote more interested in her husband, which I was like, shit.
Dang it.
I wanted to work that angle, but I swore an oath. I'm not going to break my oath to my wife. No way. I love my wife.
Yeah.
Not going to do it. I'm not an oath breaker. I may be a liar and a manipulator, but I don't break my oaths.
That sounds absolutely perfect for the characters. Becky, did you enjoy yourself?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
I enjoyed the role play between Odell and I was like, dang, shots fired.
I feel so bad that I had to come up so aggressive. I was really up until the doppelganger situation. I was like, oh, this is gonna be awesome because she is drunk, she is dumb at the moment.
Yeah, it was really cool.
I was like,
I was getting a bit worried about what you to do instead. But yeah.
So good.
That's fair. I'm like, I need to throw a live grenade in here. Here's the live grenade.
That was a very live grenade.
Sitting here I'm not even how allowed this is, but sure, I'll defend Dahlia.
That's kind of what you got to do, especially in public. It's just no, it's fine. This.
We got to ride for our people, no matter how wrong, until they get caught.
I'm defending.
Unless it's something that's clearly wrong, and then you don't rep them. You go, no, don't do that.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah, I think you did awesome. It was a fun session.
No, that was great. Yeah.
Great playing with you all as always. You guys are fantastic. Guys, if you're watching this on the YouTube, all the links are in the description below. But go get more Grendall Goldengrove custom subclasses and classes. Here's the links for his Instagram and his Patreon. Go check it out. Show some support. He's awesome.
Thank you.
Tell him we sent you. And of course, if you're watching this, you probably know where to find me. But here's my link tree, where you can find me everywhere I hang out. And of course, if you want to jump into my public Discord, it's free. You can see information about the other shows. I'll be back Monday for some more of Divinity and Darkness at 6:30 Central. And of course, I think we're back on next week for more Defiant Ironheart Ambassadors at
Indeed.
6:30 on Tuesday.
Indeed. And also, if you want to see perhaps Mr. Grendall play maybe one of the classes, the subclasses that he at the very least helped inspired, the following, not this Friday, but the Friday after that, I believe, is you get to watch him play I believe, the Storm Soul Sorcerer.
Yes. We created that. Me and our illustrious DM here created that as a remake to the official Storm Soul subclass, because I see Storm Soul.
You mean the official Storm Sorcerer?
Oh yes, the official
Sorcerer.
The official Storm Sorcerer. Yes. We made this new one as more of a blaster, explodey mage, and not a and not the one that's official, which is kind of like a little like.
I said it's got some glass cannon stuff in it, but it has some more longevity. You're trading longevity of play a little bit for longevity of your health, because you're needing to use your health, but you make it to like go a little bit longer, which I think works really well for energy sort of characters and people who are sort of channeling the storm.
It's super fun, super cool.
Right on. Where can they see that, Brandon?
Nowhere. No. I have a Twitch. I believe it is Wise Man Once. A Wise Man Once.
Here's the link, guys.
He has it already. But yeah, no, that's where I've been. I do my streaming of my games. Coming up on Thursday, there should be a Monster Hearts new class game there, which is just heating up and just getting wild. Those who are interested in Monster Hearts and perhaps maybe even playing and stuff like that, if you join Sam's Discord, you can reach out and perhaps you might be able to join something here. So if you're watching and you want to join a game, go harass Sam, and then Sam will hopefully guide you to proper places.
Perfectly acceptable. I will see you guys in the Discord. And you can see chaos memes, you can ask lore questions, see art posted, all kinds of stuff. Come hang out. It's free.
Watch Asher berate a god.
Listen here, bucko.
I have a level 2 bard who literally talked to the head saint of the god of judgment and said, "Your judgment is shit."
It's like basically I don't trust this guy.
I judge thee, stupid.
Mm-hmm.
I love
so what you're telling me is you ascended the sentient cancer to godhood. Something tells me I don't trust your judgment, Mr. Judgment.
Might have made the right call too. We will see. We will see.
You both know that I know who actually is behind Judgment, and they're one of my favorite people.
I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Melora is great. She's one of my favorite characters too. She's one of the longest running NPCs, but
Indeed, yeah, no, this is a continuation of, I believe, a 5-year campaign that you did
Yeah.
called Forest of Flesh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And at the end of the campaign, we had a bunch of shakeups happen. A bunch of the Arcana got killed. The flesh ascended to take one of the thrones in heaven, and there's some potentially bad stuff happening because of that. So you'll have to tune in Mondays for all that juicy drama. Yeah, awesome playing with you guys. Thank you guys for watching. And I guess we'll see you next week. Have a good night.
Hell yeah.
Bye, everybody.
Good night.
Bye.